Big Mike, Michelle Obama, has started a podcast, and it is really bad. It is really bad. It is not doing well. And when you watch it, you can tell why. So here's a small clip from one of her episodes. I think it was just from this last week, just to get an idea of what I'm talking about.
Now that you're an icon, people are like, what's your sister like? What's this? I was like, listen, this woman used to take care of me from the time when all the way back to when you used to play the piano for me before games. Yes, people, before my high school basketball games, my elementary school sister would play the piano so I could take a nap. And you'd play, even after I went to sleep, you kept playing, teaching me how to dance.
Oh, yes. You needed help.
Before I would go to the prom.
Because he was on the court and he hadn't learned like some basic moves. So it's like, dude, your first dance, you got to. So we put on the record player and I gave you a couple moves that you are still doing to this day.
I still do these moves to
That's all
today.
you got. It's good though. It's you staying in the pocket.
Stay in there.
Riveting stuff. It's failing completely, and I'll talk about why. And here's the numbers for you. These are just some numbers you can see on YouTube of her channel. She joined just this year, so it hasn't been long. She has 36,000 subscribers and 430,000 views, which is not a lot, guys. I don't know how it's possible. You look at Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama is probably one of the most famous women on earth, like truly Oprah level, I would say. And she has 430,000 views. And just for some context, guys, I'm a random guy, and my show has 2.8 million views. And those have come in the last year. So it's not like I've been doing this for 5 years, you know what I mean? And yet, Michelle, and I'm not just trying to crap on Michelle Obama, by the way, because I understand that this industry is really competitive and very hard. Obviously, the show is bad, and that's why no one watches. But, it's Michelle Obama. You would think more people would watch. But I think that what this means is it represents the ending of the Obama era influence in America. Because you can think, this is another example, you think back to Barack Obama during this last election, and you had him looking at a group of black men and saying, you cannot vote for Donald Trump if you're black. That's what he said. And the backlash to that was fierce. It was intense. And then you had a higher number of blacks voting for Trump than any other Republican since Nixon. So I think, and so again, Michelle's side, no views. Barack's side, gives some advice, goes horribly wrong. And so based on that, the only thing I can really surmise is that the Obama's popularity is over. And here's the really interesting part about that and what it really means. There's very clearly, I've talked about it a lot on my show, other people have too. There's very clearly a very influential Democrat elite right now that talk, and the Obamas are certainly part of it. There's no doubt. And we saw that with Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was handpicked by the Obamas, no question. So they are very influential when it comes to the Democrat elite. I'm not saying that. However, at the same time, I think that this could represent the disconnect we are seeing right now. We can see a total disconnect right now between Democrats and the Democrat elite and normal people. And again, it's fierce, it is intense. It was represented by some of the numbers I showed in the earlier section, where people don't know what the Democrat Party even stands for anymore. And I think when you see this happening in real time with the Obamas' popularity, it starts to all make sense. Because the Obamas are not popular with the American people, but they're very popular with the Democrat elite. In fact, one could say they are the Democrat elite. They run the whole thing. And so perhaps this kind of shows us why the Democrat Party is struggling so bad right now. They're run by people who cannot get any views. And they're run by people who give political advice that it's not only offensive, but no one wants to follow it. So no wonder why the Democrat Party is completely disconnected right now when it's run by the Obamas, who have lost all popularity. There's only 1 month left to file your taxes, and the IRS is coming for your money. Fortunately, I partnered with QuickTax America, who hates the IRS as much as you do, so they fight to get you every dollar back possible. This year, QuickTax America has already gotten its average tax returner $3,000 back from the IRS, and unlike the other services online, they are not raising rates in March and April. They do all federal tax returns for only $69. It's a completely transparent price because it's their only only price, no matter how complicated your taxes are. They do all the work as well. All you got to do is upload your files, answer a few basic questions, and schedule a 15-minute finish your return call with a tax professional, and they do all the rest of the work. So go check them out at quicktaxamerica.com, or you can go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.